Keipe, my boy. Don't be a fraud. What's up, guys? They go with a pencil here. Fun fact, I do been to have it on me and keep it on me at all times. Another fun fact, here we are to do a breakdown / live reaction and review to chapter 256 and 257 of Sakamotodays. And I say both because I literally forgot. I'm not gonna sugarcoat. Like, in my head, I had reviewed 256. I then proceeded to check the channel. It doesn't exist because I didn't do it. I was this close. I almost clicked on 257 and I was like, wait a minute. Did I? I did not. But we're here now. We're here now, so I have it on me. And keep it on me at all times. But I don't always remember. My memory is about as good as a gerbil's. A 15-year-old gerbil's. And you'd be like, there's no such thing as a 15-year-old. Exactly. But let's always see what's down. Let's hop right into chapter 256 of Sakamotodays, known as Seconds. And hey, I'm calling it Sakamotodays because I'll say this. Suzuki Sensei low-killed that like wrist the whipping in the kitchen. Little bit. Seems like Suzuki Sensei wants to log in a little bit for this final little section, so I'm intrigued. Let's see. Hey, it's better if you don't resist. You'll cause yourself needless pain and suffering. And see, it's characters like Keipe. Oh no! Oh no! Please no! Oh no! Hold on! Oh no! Oh no! O's nose! You're already jacked up, and I'm jacking you up more. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Shine Striker. I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me move the lot of you. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I didn't mean to do that to you. I didn't mean to violate you like that. And I almost dropped the sword of worthiness. But luckily enough, I have it on me and I keep it on me at all times. Get in there. Stay safe from the monster, the beast, the creature that exists around you. But regardless, hey, you're fine. You're sealed away. You're locked in Muken right now. But with it being the case, Keipe is the exact reason why I can't excuse the couple fumbles we've had. I can't excuse him out the door. I can't excuse the cop guy. I can't excuse the nameless woman and her kid. Like I can't excuse him. Because Keipe is a perfect example of Suzuki Sensei still being in prime form. I like Keipe more than I like Gozu as a character. You know how insane that is? You know how insane that is? Gozu has had twice the screen time. Twice the screen time with way more important character. Yeah, I like Keipe more. Because he just has that Suzuki. He reminds me of them early series Sakamotodays antagonists, bro. He just hits. He hits. What's it? You're not dumb. You know you have no chance of winning. That's the saddest thing. Honestly, 9 out of 10 times, I prefer to be delusional. I prefer to have not known. Ignorance really is bliss sometimes. Because when you know it's over, Schwell. It'd be like that, it'd be like that. Let's see. We'll see about that. This guy needs to stop spitting everywhere. But let's see. We'll see about that. Natsuki, I don't know, dog. Why? This has not happened. Hold on. Let me shift over. I feel like then I'm getting way too far away from the mic. Mike, come here. There we go. Hopefully this will, like, somewhat auto-regulate me. Let's see. We'll see about that. Yeah, I know. You know what? It is, like, to be fair, sometimes there is no more satisfying feeling. And I'm assuming Natsuki's gonna somehow clutch this up, presumably with my Fuyu's help. But there is something oddly, like, I would say investing. That's not the word, though. That's the word, though. There's something beautifully insane. Maybe that's it. About looking at a scenario, fully understanding, oh, I'm fried. Deep fried. Triple battered. Forget the double. And then still being like, well, I gotta do it anyway, though. I gotta figure this out. Like, the amount of times I can think of in my own life where I've looked at the Carfax and been like, I'm cooked. But then somehow, some way, half the time I legit don't know how. Lock in and figure it out anyway. It's beautiful. So let's see Natsuki lock in and figure it out anyway. Let's see. This guy's a beast on par with the Order. In the state we're in, we don't stand a chance of winning. You know, though, the Order, it's so vague, man. But still, I get it. Like, obviously, these characters are not Order level yet. They aren't Shin. But let's see. Somehow, I gotta get my Fuyu out of here. Good luck with that. Uh-oh, grip. Swing bad about a swing? Oh, I was about to say, honestly, shocked he didn't just shatter the rock. He did. Essentially, it looks like what Keipe did. He threw up the rock and then turned it into buckshot, basically. Thwack! Let's see. Rock. Yo. Like, super strength is one of the most basic superpowers out there, right? Everybody has super strength. Batman has super strength. And I know you're gonna be like, but he's peak human. Don't play with me. But regardless, everybody has super strength. But I would love to have super strength just to do nonsense like this. Admittedly, there's no reason to. There's no reason to ever do something like this. But to imagine he did that with a piece of rubble, not even the size of his hand. And he did this. Bam, 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 bam. All right. I said buckshot. That's basically buckshot if it was cannonball size. Let's see. Ugh. Hey, but you know, Natsuki still... Natsuki. I mean, like, he'll be fine. But, you know, actually, that got your boy's heart a little bit. Let's see. You know what, though? Keipe is being, like... I can tell, and to be fair, you could definitely argue, Pencil, you're reading too deep into it. Yeah, probably. But also... And you could also say, Pencil, he's a major character. On the protagonist side, he's not allowed to die. Correct. But, all that aside, I do believe Keipe's clear, like, at this point, he's toying with them. Let's not sugarcoat it, alright? If Keipe actually wanted Maifuyu and Seiba, well, no, Maifuyu and Natsuki, if he wanted them dead, they'd be dead. Let's not sugarcoat. Let's not play these games. But I think because he's witnessing another sibling bond, he is genuinely he's going a bit soft on him, right? And you could obviously argue like narratively he's only going soft on them because they're major protagonist characters, they're not allowed to die, which is what I usually point to. But because of the great work, and I'm glazing right, I'm in a glazing mood. Because of the great character establishing work that Keipe has gotten from Suzuki-sensei, I can believe two things. I can look at the meta-narrative and be like, obviously Natsuki and Maifuyu are not going to die. They are protagonist children in a battle manga. Though I believe Natsuki's an adult. But, like, they're going to be fine. But, even in narrative, there's been enough work done for this character where I can believe, even though they easily could annihilate their opposition, they aren't doing it because they don't really want to, right? That's 100% what I believe. And that's the kind of, like, notably, I always say you want to have two reasons, right? Like, in the story I'm writing. A big major plot point, especially for the first, like, I'd say the first real two books, is that the antagonist group knows where the protags are, knows explicitly the protags are doing things they don't like, but also, I have structured the narrative specifically where despite characters existing on the antagonist side that could literally, like, there are numerous characters, and by numerous, I mean like over 24 characters, that if they were to show up in book one and just, and like just annihilate my main cast, they die. They die and like they wouldn't win. But I have structured the narrative specifically so that they don't do that. And there is the meta-narrative reason of that, like, hey, writing story, main characters, they don't need to do a certain thing in order to get to a certain place. So they can't be allowed to die. And on top of that, in narrative, I built the reason. I see that level of work being done here with Keipe in a way that I didn't necessarily see it done for other characters that we've gotten in the series. Let's see. Oh, Shiina's up. Let's see. Wait! Oh, you're awake, Shiina? You shouldn't move your head around. Stay put. Aw. Oh, but you know what, though? I get that. Like, for any of my non-older siblings out there, you may not understand it, but, like, whenever I have my first child, they'll really be my second child. Because my baby brother, that's my baby. That's my baby. And of course, I've like adopted 50 other different kids. But like still, in that case, I understand. You're just innately protective, especially when they are hurt. Suddenly all like caretaker instincts take over. Most of the time. Let's see. I'm almost done. Let me ice him. I gotta get him back, or I'm not gonna be satisfied. Well, to be fair, Shiina, do you really deserve to like me personally? I can't even lie and say I want third party, because that'd be wrong. Anyone who see me play Rivals on the street, like, y'all know I hesitate third party. Man, we gank it. But specifically, I don't like the idea of finishing off a weakened opponent, dog. Even if they did admittedly, give me that work. I don't wanna do nothing like that. I don't wanna do nothing like that. You know what I'm talking about? Let's see. Oh, interesting. Let me take a look. Gotta get him back or I'm not gonna be satisfied. Yeah. You just rest. Yeah. You know what though? And this isn't even just like a sibling thing. There are some times where you hear the request someone makes and like the plan they wish to execute, and you got to be like, no. Like it is bad. Like, and occasionally I do genuinely feel bad, but like, and to be fair, there are many times where I couldn't have, and there are some times where I know I was wrong for doing that, but there are times where you almost want to do something for somebody for them when they don't realize what they're doing, if that makes sense, right? Where you need to make the executive decision in that moment because like this won't work out otherwise. Let's see. You just rest. I was just a little too lax this time. He can't hear me. Look at me. Like, I feel bad for you, Shiina, but I'm sorry. Your brother's infinitely more goated as a character. Unfortunately, man, I feel bad whenever I say, but like, you, like many other female characters in shonen, solely exist to make your big brother a better character. Rukia, you're not, unfortunately. Let's see. Interesting. So, Keipe presumably only walked down this path to protect Shiina. Something, they're orphans, something, family of assassins, something, sad backstory. Let's see. Swing down. Oh. And like, see, like, realistically, he easily could have completed that swing and knocked Mifuyu's dome off. Meta-narratively, Mifuyu's too important to die. In narrative, he still doesn't want to do it. I'm hoping and coping. I'm not just gonna yell plot armor to the heavens and doom like I will very often yell in Shin fights, because hey, sometimes it's not me. I'm not the only one who knows that Shin as Giga plot armor is basically the actual protagonist of the manga. I'm not the only one. People used to call me crazy. But then people read the Shin versus TENKYU fight, and were like, okay, maybe Pencil Man has a point. So I'm not crazy. Hey, Keipe speaking. You idiots! Where are you? Sakamoto woke up and he's battling X. Still? How long has it been? Why is it nighttime now? Kitaka! You can't do that! My blood pressure. But, you can't just sit here in ore form like everything's normal. You got one shot by Gosu like 5 hours ago. What are you doing just here and there? I'm sorry they did you like this. We couldn't even get to see you reunite with your homie. Whatever. They took down a few of our leaders. We still have the advantage in numbers, but get over here as soon as you can. Yo. What? I'll still say it, right? As freakified, whatever. But like as horrified as I am of Kendaka's just casual reappearance. Like, you can't just stand here in an ore farm like you didn't get diffed viciously. Like, come on now, brother. Hours ago. In fact, how many people are there that y'all are still fighting these same mooks? Like, it's literally nighttime now. But regardless, of all the characters, early series characters, that I expected to make a reappearance and essentially become part of the main cast, Boiled was not one of them. I don't know, like, and I think his reappearance in the manga does correlate to his, like, appearance in season 1 or core 1 of the anime? So, like, maybe it's the anime popularity? Like, I don't know. Boiled, I'm not complaining. I love Boiled. But Boiled being part of the narrative so consistently not something I ever would have called. Not complaining. Just explain it. Making a call during a battle ain't hard boiled. Well, depending on if you can style on somebody while making a call, that's pretty hard boiled. Let's see. It's Sakamoto's buddies. Destroy it. So you just been facing mobs, bro. Just straight waves. Wait, okay. Y'all never thought to leave, though? Like, there's no reason for y'all to stick around. Why are y'all still fighting? Like, what are y'all even fighting for now? Just for the culture? Let's see. Roger that. Alright. So I'm negotiating. Yeah, he's explicitly sparing them at this point. If he was looking for an excuse, he was looking for a reason. I'm a huff my copium. If you want to call it pure copium, you're right. But let's see. So I'm negotiating. Huh? But we're almost done. Why now? Apparently, they're short-handed. Yeah. Well, not necessarily short-handed. Short quality hands. It's like, yeah, would it be nice to have 100, I don't know, people helping you lift up a couch? Sure. If all those 100 people are babies, like, they aren't gonna help you lift the couch very well. Meanwhile, you have like 3 strong guys, 3 strong full-grown adults. They can help you move a couch way easier than 100 people. And clearly, it's a whole lot of babies. It's a whole lot of babies right now getting watched. Getting violated by Boiled, bro. Let's see. My Fuyu. You losers got lucky. And also, yeah, luck, narrative protection, and also, I think your brother's kinder than you think, Sheena. Let's see. My Fuyu, we can't be doing this. My Fuyu, we can't be doing this, brother. They were leaving. Yo, you know what though? There's so many times where this has happened online in terms of like playing a group game with people, and specifically in real life. People will de-aggro on you, and then that one homie who has no right to be re-engaging will re-engage. I've had to cut people off for doing that nonsense, bro. I almost got ganked. I almost got jumped because somebody thought it was a good idea to antagonize a group they'd already antagonized. And clearly weren't about it. I was about to be jumped by association. I didn't. That's a story for another time. Let's see. Combo block though. Keipe's goaded. Interesting though. Not like literally didn't even move, and Sheena was caught off guard. So if he had gone for Sheena, probably would have been dead. Let's see. Oh, to be fair though, she does someone react. Keipe looks so decision. He's like, bro, I was doing everything in my power to spare you. What are you doing? Getting up. Let's see. Quit looking relieved, big bro. Brother, you were just in an unwinnable situation. Just managed to get out of by the skin of your teeth, and you're telling them to not look relieved. Let's see. Huh? If they just got some to Tokyo, shouldn't the others must have the upper hand? Yeah. So let them keep having the upper hand. Like, I'm sorry. Shiida and Keipe are not, they're not doing the difference, dog. I had to say, they're not. Let's see. Huh? It's gonna stay that way. You guys ain't going nowhere. I mean, like, you're probably right. Like, this is presumably your final fight. But, like, still. Bold claims from someone who was just laid out. Let's see. You're insane. At least Saba gets it. Natsuki. But to be fair, he doesn't know their names. But, yeah, I get and to be fair, I'm not going to tell the story about how I almost got jumped. That's like a full story. But, real quick story. Whenever my family holds like a gathering, there are people who are appointed to watch the kids. And I don't know, the kids had watched like a whole bunch of like action shows. So they decided that it was time to beat up Uncle Pencil. And some of like the young ones tried it, right? Like they picked up sticks. They like one of them grabbed each other and tried to launch them at me. Very strong little kid. I will give them credit for that. Like they did a whole lot. But I forget, they must have been like 8 at the time. They took one look at it and like saw the sheer havoc. I was a straight up like, I specifically remember one of them swung a stick on me. If I wasn't paying too much attention, it just broke on my shoulder. Like my most awful moment of all time. A 5-year-old swung a stick on me, shattered against my shoulder. And I was like, oh, is that it? And I grabbed him by their shirt and threw him. And literally, I remember the 8-year-old going like, yeah, no. This is not. I'm not getting thrown for the free, bro. I'm not doing this. And I was like, you are the smartest one here. I then proceeded to throw another one of the kids at him. He was fine. Let's see. At least Saba gets it. You two can lay down your lives, trying to keep us here. But you're just gonna delay us a few minutes at most. I mean, probably not, but still, I get it. And Keipe got mad over it, dog. I get like, it is insane for how much I did glaze and still do glaze Gozo's design and how much ore he was farming. Keipe got it, bro. Keipe got that accidental aura on him, and that's the most effective aura there is. Let's see. So kill us first, then, and go. I'm gonna want to smack my for you. Let's see. In the space of a few minutes, Shin and the guys can destroy 10 enemies. Unironically factual. Unironically true. And Shin is still fighting. What's his name? Tanabata, bro. There's no way that Shin's final. I mean, like, it could be, but very intriguing. Let's see. You don't get it. I said a few minutes. I was being polite. Darn! But to be fair, I do, like, from what he's shown, I believe that. But at the same time, I know you're gonna sandbag. Keipe, I know who you are. You're not fooling me, Keipe. I know exactly what you are. Let's see. I was being polite. Blitz of doom! But hey, you know me, I love you, good speed blitz. We're actually talking seconds. Okay? My Fuyu? You ready? You ready for the smoke? Keipe swings? Oh. You want to talk about invisible aura farm? Alright. Huh? But you know what? Unironic, Natsuki up. I mean, to be fair, you could argue Keipe was holding back on the swing. But Natsuki upskill, he actually no-sold that attack. Remember, this is the same guy. Darn, though. You can see the sheer, so though he did tank it, quote-unquote, or at least stop all of its motion, but you could see the impact he leaves in the ground from Keipe just swinging his, whatever this weapon's called. I'm not looking up. Let's see. Huh? Saber. Is it? Am I stupid? Hold on. Natsuki Seiba. Yeah, Natsuki Seiba. My Fuyu Seiba. My Fuyu Seiba. Yeah, you don't call him Natsuki? Why is it? I don't know. It's weird. To be fair, I'm weird. I talk about this all the time. I call a lot of my friends by their last names, like Mr. and Mrs. And if they are non-binary, I just say their name. Like their last name. I don't know what it is. Don't even know where I got it from. I just do it. So, like, I do weird things too. Interesting that siblings aren't calling each other by their first name. Like, and clearly, my Fuyu is called my Fuyu. I know Seiba is more commonly known name. I still call him Seiba intentionally. The only reason I'm differentiating and calling him Natsuki here is because we have both Seibas here. But, interesting. I may just be a character detail I've forgotten. I have not read my Fuyu's introduction in a long time. Last reread of Sakamotodays, which was a while ago now. Let's see. I know. My Fuyu. See, like you call him it. You call him his name. Maybe a respect thing, though. I'm not sure. Let's see. Okay. Natsuki War Farm. Let's see. Those guys saved us the Jillian times. Jillian? Funnily enough, I think that's like the one big number that's not actually integer. Or maybe not. Let's see. It's time for us to put our lives on the line. You've been doing that, though. You've low-kidly been hard carrying. I'm not gonna lie to you. Let's see. Oh, great. And when your little brother called the shots, you're supposed to be the cool-headed older one. Yeesh. But you know what, though? As much as I say, sometimes you gotta guide when they don't want to be guided. I also do believe that the youth, I say the youth, he's decent younger, but people younger than you, that you would typically lead, do have like good, rational, valid thoughts all their own. A lot. Like, I don't know. I always take into account advice or even anything given from anybody, as long as I believe it's rational. What you could say is like a filter I still put on there. But no, there are many times where I've been outthought, outdone, and outplayed by people who I wouldn't think it'd be possible to do so. But sometimes they do me like that. Let's see. Here he comes. Nice work, my Fuyu. The seconds you just bought us were enough to mod your weapon. What? Okay. Man, Suzuki-sensei, these angles, dog. Like, what do they feed you? What do you feed yourself? Because these folk are mad. Like, what do you feed yourself, Suzuki-sensei? These angles are wild. Well, let's see. That's actually okay. Interesting. It looks like a lightsaber. I'm not gonna like that. Just looks like a lightsaber on his feet. But let's see. Let me gently put that back. Mod. When he was invisible, I'm guessing. That's crazy though. So like my Fuyu got to ore farm and yell about looking relieved. And then I'm guessing literally right after here, like in this moment, he probably went invisible and modded the shoe while they weren't paying attention. Let's see. What is this? How? Heads up, dummy! Lock in, Twinsky! Let's see. Huh? Yai! Oh! Okay, but my Fuyu was actually able to react this time on his own. And to be fair, it does look like he was preparing to block the hit that Natsuki ended up tanking. But let's see. Oh? Oh, okay. Yo. That's actually even... Especially considering... Yo, that's insane. Did he hit a full... I can't tell. And I think maybe not, because of the motion that's shown here. I thought these, like, jets fired, and he, like, flipped, skidded off the ground, and did a full 360 roundhouse kick to Keipe's jaw. But no, I think he legit blocked the rockets activate, and he just clonked Keipe in the face. Oh, and he actually made Keipe bleed, and even drop his weapon. Hold on a second, wait a minute. Natsuki, I know you got plot armor, but I was expecting you at this level. What's with this speed? Whoa! Hey, I could have used this from the get-go! Yeah, but we were hoping you wouldn't need it. Let's see. Output level would have been too dangerous for you normally. Why is it not dangerous now? Let's see. He's wielding it better than I imagined. This could work. I mean, to be fair, though, I get it. In moments of desperation, you do gotta do things that, like, you definitely don't think you should or could be doing. The amount of times that I've done things where I'm like, yeah, I probably shouldn't have did that. Man, we ball, like, sometimes you do really just gotta yell, we ball loudly in vague omnidirectional forms and hope for the best. Let's see. This could work. Right in the schnoz. You okay? Was that in the schnoz? Ah, yes, yeah. I thought he got him in the jaw, but no, technically it was the schnoz. Yeah, I'm fine. You left me behind, you jerk. Stupid big bro. Quit looking believe. Believe? Lord. Quit looking relieved, big bro. My Fuya. Never thought I'd see the day. Wonder where he gets that from. Oh. I mean, maybe your mother? I know their dad was, like, very, very mean to them. Was it? What? You're creeping me out. Lock in, twin. You're in the middle of a fight. Oh? Choke. Huh? Alright, you two. This has gone far enough. If you want to die that badly, then I'll kill you. That'll be the easiest on everyone anyway. See, I knew. Okay, he's still not gonna do it next chapter, but he has been holding back. He's been sandbagged. Okay, all right. I'm gonna take that as confirmation in my head again. But a W chapter. Luckily enough, I have the right one next available. So let's take a look in chapter 257. Oh, cover page. Oh, well, to be fair, I did see that Sakamoto Days was the cover for his last week. Let's see. The Sakamoto Days live-action movie comes out this week. It does? Already? I mean, I'm glad Sakamoto Days is doing so well, but that's crazy. Let's see. The action's super cool, so go see it on the big screen. I will not be available anywhere I am, so can't do that. Let's see. Hey, Mr. Sakamoto! The best battle popularity contest results are out too! I didn't even know there was a thing. Who would win? It's gotta be a Sakamoto fight, I'm guessing, right? I don't know which Sakamoto fight though. Like, I think one of my favorite Sakamoto fights in the entire series is him versus Kanaguri. Like, I think that's honestly my favorite Sakamoto fight. But I think that would win. I don't know. Let's see. Oh! Oh! Okay. Really? I mean, I get it. It's between two very fan-favorite characters, but if I had to be honest, and to be fair, I'm finally gonna start locking back into making tier lists and ranking videos and stuff like that. But like, I wouldn't even like. Dare I say I wouldn't put this fight in my top 5? Can I name 5 fights I like more than? I like Kanaguri versus Sakamoto more. I like Nagumo versus, unironically, I like Nagumo versus Oki more. That's a fight. Despite how long the gap is between that fight, I actually do. I like Nagumo versus. Actually, no. Maybe this is top 5. Maybe this is top 5 because Kanaguri versus Sakamoto, Yotsumoto versus Kindaka. Actually, yeah, this actually still probably isn't top 5. Never mind. I was about to anti-glitch a little bit, but it's not my top 3 or my top 2. Not my top 1, but I do get it. This is a good fight. My only complaint with the fight is that the ending of it gets off screen. Right? It's a very incomplete. Oh, Takamura versus everybody. I actually do like Haruma versus Shin. I don't know. I'm asking from the top. But my point here is, this fight doesn't get completed. It went the way that it caused me to have no faith in Nagumo versus Oki getting completed. It's this fight's fault because we get the killing speed run and then Gaku's off screen. Sure, we thought it was Nagumo at first because of the whole morphing thing, but like no, Gaku just literally got off screen by Nagumo. The first part of their fight was cool. The ending of it was off screen. I'm not a big fan of that, but still, I get it. And this is a really cool colored rendition of this fight. Interesting to see how this one's gonna be animated. Well, to be fair, I ain't even gonna pretend like I'm gonna go watch that. The amount of time, you know what? It's become such a consistent part of pencil lore that whenever I say, "Man, I can't wait to see how this is animated," y'all got my number. Y'all know I ain't watching that. Y'all know I'm not watching it. Let's see. First place, Nagumo versus Gaku, chapter 257. Genius. All right, Sakamoto Days. Hey, how do I use these things? Well, you just did. Let's see. Impact. Oh, okay. Any kind of impact to the shoes will do the trick. The shoe converts energy. Oh, interesting. Kinetic energy. All right. The shoes convert impact into energy and activate the jets. What? I don't get. That one's that. I mean, to be fair though, heat of battle. blood pumping, adrenaline high. Maybe he doesn't get it, but that actually seems relatively simple as an invention, I'd say, right? And to be fair, it's kind of how like a lot of power things work, like windmills. To be fair, not solar panels, but like essentially absorbing the force. Water wheels, like anything that just the force of nature getting redistributed into actual energy to power the rocket. So very impressive that the rockets are that strong while being that small. Let's see. What? I don't. Okay, Keipe blitzing in. Okay, not just blitzing and knocking my Fuyu out, but to be fair, my Fuyu did just seemingly tank that off guard. So Keipe, you still saying back, brother? Let's see. Whoa, it's already dark out, which is what I'm saying. How long have you been here? How long has this battle been going? Like, that's wild to think about. Let's see. So like Nago, but presumably at this point, that means that somehow Uzuki Sensei is putting up a Uzuki Sensei, Lord. Uzuki's putting up a really good fight against Sakamoto. Because realistically, with the time he should have, by the time we know he got to Uzuki, it wasn't nighttime then, but they're presumably all still fighting. Let's see. Whoa, it's already dark out. Ow! Yeah, I agree. Oh, okay. So even like that's actually good though. That'd be really, really cool. I've always liked the idea, and sometimes they do it like this in video games, and mainly video games I think is the best case where this can apply. And to be fair, it is very true to life, where like you get into motion and then you can start moving faster and more consistently. But I do like those times or those systems of video games where like you start running, and then the longer you stay running, like the more force and speed you build up to a certain point. Same thing here for my Fuyu. Presumably, even the impacts of him running would trigger the rockets or at least empower them. As here, he's literally knocked back and screeching to a halt, but the impact of him screeching to that halt activates the shoes, and he immediately swings in on Keipe. And it is very interesting that he is instinctively, well, to be fair though, he is hardwired and hard trained for this, but even on propulsion beyond his own body, he's automatically swinging up into Keipe. That's a really good testament to my Fuyu's training and his aptitude for kicking, that especially in a scenario like this, it feels he's able to still do it instinctively, right? Like for example, it is always weird. Like a thing that I've done now when I go to the gym is I used to just do pull-ups at the end of my workout. Now I do pull-ups and I do a farmer's carry. I've seen it called a suitcase, but I just think of it as a farmer's carry. I take 2 weights, now currently like 50 pounds, and I just hold them by my sides and I walk around for a minute. And it does take a second to like adjust and get back to normal like weights and motion once I put the weights down. Like I'll drop the weights and I'll just feel so much lighter. It is strange. And notably sometimes I'll stumble a little bit. But my Fuyu, he's immediately gotten that dog in him. Let's see. Yikes! Oh, alright, but this time, now that he knows it's going to happen, Keipe looks at it, sees it occur, and then at least blocks it. He is sent flying, but he's interacting with it. He's perceiving it. So Keipe isn't an entirely stat gap, but the force that my Fuyu is able to put behind his kicks, because force equals mass time acceleration, is now enough to at least stagger Keipe in a way that wasn't happening before. Let's see. Bam! Big brother! No way. My big brother couldn't react it. Okay, he clearly reacted. He just couldn't no-sell it, right? Like that's the difference, that's the difference between this and like me just swinging against my own dome and me not looking versus me, and then like raising and blocking, but still being sent flying or like getting cut on the hand. Just because I was able to react doesn't mean I was able to fully neutralize the force of it. And that seems to be the thing here. But Sheen is obviously less experienced and very clearly less skilled than her brother. So I get why she would assume that he just couldn't react in time. And also, it may have been an angling thing. Let's see. Oh, I see. I think I got it. Slight bit of tech exposure being like, wait a minute. These things actually go with the sauce. I can actually be like that. Let's see. Machine gun. You can just do that? Why? I mean, to be fair, I'm cool with shifting weapons, but like, wasn't that thing a mini Spagooter? Where'd the rest of it go? Just put it into mode? What? Okay, let's see. Stupid punk. I bet you're all probably the same age. Let's see. Ooh. Okay. I mean, to be fair, though, characters in Sakamotodays being react to Spagooter fire is normal. Though, occasionally, like, it is very funny. Sometimes Sakamotodays characters will be so far above, like, sonic speeds that Spagooters aren't even at all a problem for them. And I love moments like these. or no, then you'll have moments like Sakamoto trying to use a regular Splagooter against Takamura. Like, brother, this is fodder. What are we doing? And obviously, characters like Hamihate and Heisuke are still super duper relevant. But in their defense, they do have like super high power. Well, I'm not sure if Heisuke is, but very high powered sniper rifles at least. Meanwhile, regular stuff like this, yeah, characters should be able to do this. My Fuyu included. Let's see. Idiot. Right? Shing, shing, shing. Interesting though. So I can't tell if he's like choosing to activate or deactivate, or if the rockets need to hit a certain point of impact, or like the energy built up in the rockets needs to reach a certain fever pitch before then it blows over and then he's able to move. Let's see. Wait, if every broad land gets converted into energy. Oh, congratulations, Shiina. You managed to put two and two together. You know, though, I do clown on characters like this who sometimes make very, very, very obvious mistakes. I'm doing that like I don't fumble back. I'm doing that like it's not normal for me to fumble a bag left and right. You know what I'm saying? Like I make sometimes the most obvious and most basic mistakes. I sometimes wonder, is there anything, like, I know it's mostly hollow up there. Like if I knock on my head hard enough, you're gonna hear echoes. But I ain't talking about Fire Emblem. I'm sorry. But regardless, because of that, I clown in good faith. I clown in good faith on Shiina because I've had numerous Shiina moments throughout my life. Endless Shiina moments throughout my life, bro. It is genuinely horrifying how bad it is sometimes, where I'm like, oh, can I do X, Y, and Z? And it's like a thing I've done a million times before. But like, okay, boom. Ooh,
My Fuyu got motion, Lewinsky. Okay.
He sliced the weapon in half. Spared her though. So I'm assuming these characters are probably gonna stick around, like, by EOS, whenever that is. Like, it's probably, I don't think Sakamoto is gonna go on for like another 50 chapters, maybe like another 30 or something, because we still actually do have a good couple fights to wrap up. So, who knows? Maybe 50's in the future. Because we still have the Shin fight. Well, actually, maybe not. I'm not sure how much longer Sakamoto Days has to go on, but it does seem like we are nearing an endpoint. But in that case, I see these characters in the epilogue being show with our protagonists. You try to slaughter one another. Happens all the time. Same thing with my Fuyu. Let's see. My weapon! Not again! That is true. Again. How'd you fix this? This has happened before, hasn't it? Let's see. Huh. I'm used to your attacks now. You know what though? I was playing Fighters last Friday on stream, and people saw it. Like, sometimes your whole kit do just get downloaded. Sometimes your moves do just get downloaded, and a good player, a good warrior, man, they figure you out, and suddenly everything's free. They reading you like a book. It's an open note test, and you're the subject. You're fried. So I get it. I'm used to your attacks now. You low-key fodder, not gonna lie. What's it? You dirty faker! Pretending this is your first time with that weapon. You literally saw him ask what it was. Y'all both just got the explanation for it. Now, I'm all for Huff and Copia, but Shiina, let's not play these games. Shiina, let's not play like we all. Okay, he made his Orphan, but man, just consistent Orphan. But regardless, we all saw my Natsuki just make that weapon up on the fly. Let's not. To be fair, in the sense of like bladed shoes, yeah, okay. But in terms of the rocket stuff, yeah, he's just getting used to it. Let's see. You know what though? I'll give him this. I do like that the clearly teenage, young adult-esque character is acting like a teenager / young adult. Especially considering it does seem like Shiina was probably spoiled growing up to some degree. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Let's see. Nope, it really is my first time. You have any idea how many times I was the guinea pig for my brother's experiments as a kid? Next one, my Fuyu. I know his style better than anyone. Oh, and are those... I see some sort of blade of some sort. Maybe those were the initial sword shoes. But, yeah. I forgot. Yeah, my Fuyu... he has a clean free gimmick, I do believe. That's why he always wears the mask when he was a kid. But, to be fair, though, it is true. Even, obviously, I'm not a mad scientist or inventor or victim / ally / brother to mad scientist / inventor. But you begin to understand people. And there are things people do that are out of their typical wheelhouse. But if you look deep enough, you will see patterns. like I've noticed this about myself, and people have pointed out like my own typical patterns, and you guys see the patterns all the time. For anyone who does watch like multiple series on the channel that I cover, there is still me. Like there still is a center core piece, even if I'm talking about fundamentally different things. It also doesn't help that I typically reference the other series I review pretty constantly, and even if other series I don't review, other series I've read. So there is typically always a thematic through line between all the pencil videos because they're all made by me. Let's see. Cheater! What? You can't fight fair and square? You're literally ganking him right now. Well, to be fair, here's a 2v2. But at the same time, Sheena, let's not play these games. He's actually fighting you more fair. You have the ranged weapon of Doom and Despair, and he has sword shoes. I mean, rocket power sword shoes now, but he had sword shoes and he was fighting you and made it. Let's see. Keipe, just straight man. I want when I grow up. Let's not play these games. I just want as much aura as Keipe, bro. Every this man, like, he just exudes. He's for my. They don't watch the reviews, but for my favorite friend's word, my friend's favorite word, he's just oozing his aura everywhere. Let's see. Clunk clunk. Huh? Are you okay? Perfectly fine. It looks like you even wiped the blood from last chapter. Because he probably forgot. Let's see. Oh? Light work, literal negative. Oh, never mind. Looks like, was that liquid nitrogen? Okay. But light work, minimal reaction. No. All right. Throws down what seems like liquid nitrogen. Freezes Keipe. All right. Locks him down, but he seems so bored. Probably he's like, whatever. Something light. Hey, come on, big bro. Look alive. Oh? Ah, and that's smart. Okay, so it may not be because it's in running speed, but he clicks his heels, generates impact in the swords to light up the rockets. All right? Boom. He's fast. Oh no, I can't make it in time. He'll be fine. Keipe, he's still war from right now. He'll be fine. Let's see. Did you have to put the dogs on him? Oh! Okay, 2 layers to this. Number 1, did you have to put the dogs on him? Keipe, when was the last time you washed them things? They're barking everywhere. Put them away.
Nobody want to see Keipe.
Well, can't say nobody. There's always one. But like, actually, usually there's something like it's not more common. I mean, I'm not one to judge. You like feet, You know, like do you? I don't necessarily get it. I get it. Feet are just like hands, but also I'm not really attracted to hands. Like I don't know. And maybe just because I have like gore engagement, like I don't know. I don't think about it too much, but like I don't like the feet thing. But regardless, dogs are out. Put them away. And number 2, Suzuki Sensei. Like I genuinely sometimes I do wonder how he conceptualizes these things. Like these images and angles, bro, genuinely insane. Like I can't even say who you feel like. He's feeling like Suzuki Sensei. He's feeling like a monster, a beast, and a creature. And I even love my Fuyu's reaction, dude. Like the look of sheer like. That realization of what's about to happen before it does, like, or not even before it does, as it does. Like, you can tell that my Fuyu saw Keipe break out and prepare to put his foot down on his dome, but sometimes you commit and you can't stop. Like, and I've talked about this before. One of the things I struggled with the most when in my sprinting days, admittedly, I didn't have to do it too often, which is why I struggled with it a lot. People wanted me to play football, never did. I was scared, and I'm a baby. But in one of the key things I couldn't do, I could never hard pivot. It was very difficult for me to just like stop on a dime and hard turn. I could lean into a run, I could do all that. I could not hard pivot. And obviously, this isn't even my Fuyu's base speed he's trying to hard pivot out of or react to. He's reacting to his amp speed, running at full force at a guy he thought was locked down. And Keipe just says, nah, bro. And in the extra disrespect too, to not just put your foot up and plant it down on the man's dome, but to put your foot up, plant it down on the man's dome, and take your left hand and press your hand down onto your knee in order to force him into the ground. Okay, Keipe, you got
it, big dog. You got it. You him. I can't deny it.
Let's see. Huh? My Fuyu. His skull isn't shattered open, bro. You're good. He's fine. You're major characters. Let's see. Some big brother you turned out to be. Yeah, and to be fair, I'm not gonna get into Suzuki Sensei's case. I will I'll say this now. I think I was being a little bit too harsh. I mean, to be fair, I think major damage should definitely be kept between chapters. Especially considering, like, clearly Sensei can keep some damage around when he wants. He just doesn't. Like, Keipe should at least have, like, a little bit of blood splatter here. But even then, though, you could argue he wiped it off. He just looks a little bit too pristine here. I wish at least some progress of battle was shown. But at the same time, Keipe is meant to be this, like, unstoppable, unbeatable monster. So I get why Suzuki Sensei may be actively choosing to not necessarily acknowledge his injuries or the damage that he takes. Let's see. Some big brother you turned out to be. Your stupid toy killed your brother. Poor thing. But like, Keipe, you and I both know he's not dead. Come on now, brother. Come on now, brother. Like, let's not play. I mean, to be fair, I see what you're trying to do here. Trying to get in his head. But, Keipe, you didn't even shatter his head. He's going to be fine. Let's see. Oh, alright. Invisible. 1, 2, 3. Told you, Fushiguro, is this you? Even one of it, he looks a lot like, he looks like a mix of Nagamo and Shin there. But let's see. What? I can sense your hostility a mile away. Renders the whole invisibility nonsense useless. That is very, like, and to be fair, I still don't know how he does it. I need to check out on that, man. It's been a while. He's a kid now. Proud of him. Very proud of him. Very, very proud of him. But, like, still, check it on him. But there was a guy I knew. He did have these, like, weird, like, it wasn't literally extrasensory because that's not real. But his like, sensitivity to his environment was so, I swear, the man could react to literally anything. Also the luckiest guy I ever knew. I mentioned him before. But, like, legitimately, a monster, a beast, and a great, like, the layers of schmix-up you had to do to get any sort of hit on this guy. Or, like, even, like, just physical. It's insane. Like, if you would go to pat him on the back, he'd catch your hand. Like, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. And then let you pat you on the back. But, like, he was instinctually reacting like a... And obviously, we weren't trying to hit him with hostile intent or nothing. But, yeah, sometimes people do just have this ability to, like, feel out things that they have no eyes on. You can attribute it to, like, a mix of attributes from, like, sensing hostility to hearing and stuff like that. But still, very, very impressive. Darn. So wait, he breaks the knife and then slashes him with the remains? Keipe! I'd say stop over for him, but you're cooking right now. Keep going! Let's see. Natsuki fried. And still, you can see he's still holding back. Not doing too much. Let's see. You should know better than to fall for such basic bait. Yeah. Unless, what is this? Stab the pen? Clicking in. What you putting in the system, brother? What you injecting in that, man? What is that? What is that? Actually, very impressive that he was able to break skin. Maybe, like, this isn't a superhero manga, or like a story with a power system. Hey, we're talking about these characters. You never know. Let's see. Good chunk. Bip. All right. Darn. He what? He kicked the pen with enough force to cause an explosion on the rooftop. Keipe, what are you? Let's see. I figured you had one more trick up your sleeve. This guy is insanely tough. Oh, wait, okay, looks like he's actually finally going for an actual real kill. So looks like they finally ticked him off now. Let's see. He's gonna be fine now. Sakamoto. Shin. He looks so rough in this little panel, but it's fine. I'm sorry. Who's gonna say? Probably my for you. Oh? Oh, not my for you. Okay. Definitely, I don't think my for you's not gonna wait. Okay. Natsuki, you got clutched up because of that's the meta narrative speaking right there. But ooh, who's available? Maybe Yotsumori arrived here? Because I'm assuming, yeah, probably is Yotsumori. That's a very quick turnaround though, because they, like, Amane was literally with these people beforehand. So they're literally still being violated back there. We gotta go save them. Let's see. Huh? Ooh. Shring. Alright. I think it's called a mace. Is it just a mace? I think it's a mace. Let's see. Who the heck? What? Suzuki Sensei. I repeat, I was not familiar with your game. All right, yo, Sakamoto Days maybe shaping up to have a fantastic ending, dog. I mean, like, still be fair, I still think it's gonna be, like, I'll be really intrigued to see how Sakamoto versus Suzuki's handled. But he's remembering stuff First, he got me with the nameless lady who I thought wasn't going to exist, and now TENKYU.
I don't even know.
You may be like, Pencil, aren't you worried about how we got here? Forget about it, bro.
I'ma let it slide, cause hey, thank you.
TENKYU versus Keipe? I am genuinely wondering what he's doing here. But okay. Okay, jeez. Alright. And looks like Keipe may actually have comp now. Okay. Boom. Hey. Are you Shin's friend? Oh, I'm TENKYU. I'm looking for Shin. Alright. What made you come here, though? Look, well, to be fair, you probably have no idea. But alright! I'm very, like, dare I say, and I know this is going to sound crazy, 2 10 out of 10 chapters back to, I have no issues with these chapters. At least, like, not ones where I take points off. I think the character work is great. I think the interactions are great. Sure, Shiina is, like, the weakest part of this, because he's barely a character. She more so exists for like, Keipe's narrative, but even still, she's doing fine. Like, I like the creativity. The artwork was crazy these 2 chapters. Like, overall, Suki-sensei is just cooking. So, yeah, I don't know, man. Suki-sensei's cooking with gas. So, if you made it like this video, please leave. You of all people? Sorry, that's a whole sentence. You of all people in the comment section down below. I want to thank you so much for watching. Please remember to leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you hit that lethal notification so you don't miss out on any videos that come to the channel. Also, I'm going to have a Patreon below, you support me for as low as $1 a month. Things like exclusive videos, early content, and more. Also, now become a member of the channel for as low as $3 a month to get the same perks and more. So, also include the live reactions, so there's time to review, ad reactions of all my videos, early after access to all my videos, early after access to not just all my videos on the main channel, but on the second channel that called the reaction, link in the description down below, and in the card in the upper right hand corner. On top of that, I do have a link to my Twitch down below, where I stream every Friday at 8 p.m. EST. Feel free to roll through. We have a wonderful time over there. Like I mentioned, I play fighters. I don't know what I'm gonna play tomorrow. I'm gonna play fighters. I have Guilty Gear. I'll see what I see. I'll see what it do. I'll see what it be like. On top of that, I do my Keipe down below. You drop 5 views on a short video, 20 views on a video, or any views at all. Any support is always greatly appreciated. Now I want to thank. Ooh, I caught it. I want to thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. This is that guy with the pencil, writing off. I'd like to give a thank you to our sketch tier members: Eternal Flame, Redwolf 4765, Astro, Glacier XZ, Zera, J2MA, Buddha Ura, Yuki Ally, Grim, Ollie, Corey Watson, Damon Brown, Tim Thomas, Kaving, RXN, Dead Meme, Kian Stewart, Edwin Igbinoba, Straw, Antavius Mitchell, Super Flame Zero, Weary Exile, Alex Kenny, Todd, The Practical One, Landon Clapwick, Heath Nelson, CAET, Plant Crone, Brandon Payne, Black Sage, Multi-Batman Superman, Zalims, Joe Bean, Sleepin' John, The Young Family Pastel Pandora, Mo City King DKG, Akulare Babatunde, Union I, Athenzi Shear, Sino King, CCC, Enzo, Kitty Liddy, Axis XC, Praise the Sun, Magic, Andrine Bonnet, Scion, John Malcolm, Black Doctor Strange, Donovan McIntosh, at JDog2656, Aswin Hedipasetia, Sheesh King, and Yo Extras. Then I'd even thank you to our line art tier patrons: Dread Zoen, Kevin Encarnacion, Lucas Stace, Midnight Lord 21, and Sean. Then I'd even thank you to our ink tier member, Shrimpo the Fourth Shrimp 06. And I'd even thank you to our digital art tier member, J Warrior. Then I'd even thank you to our colored art tier patrons, Walkie Munoz and Walkie Munoz.